Right. So one of the big things and one of the big skills we'll be learning in this class is how we convert one unit to the other. If we start off with milligrams, how many kilograms is that? So on and so forth. So what we're going to do is use equalities as conversion units. And so this applies in chemistry, but this isn't really a chemistry type of thing. It's more just a critical thinking, kind of life skill type of thing. So it's very applicable to other things. So for example, there's a bunch of easier questions that you can do. And all the harder questions are just going to be the same as the easier questions. They'll just look a little bit more wordy. So for example, you could say a sandwich costs $5, right? Sandwich is going to cost $5. And so there's different ways that we can write out this sentence to use as conversion units. So what we could say is $5.00 per sandwich. We could say that $5 equals one sandwich. Or we could say that you can get one sandwich per $5, right? All of these three things, they say the same thing. And they're all equalities / conversion units. Right, they're all saying that $5 is equivalent to one sandwich, or one sandwich is equivalent to $5. And so the basic way that conversion units work is just through canceling. So for example, if you had 5 times 1/5, if you type that in your calculator, the answer is 1. And that's because when you have a number divided by itself, they cancel out, right? 5 divided by 5 is 1. That's the same thing with units. So if you had centimeters times 1/centimeters, the centimeters would cancel out. And that's pretty much all unit conversion is. It's really that simple. All you're going to do is have a given unit, and then you're going to multiply that by your given unit over top of your desired unit. And then your given unit and given unit will be canceled out, and you'll be left with your desired unit. So it's all just about identifying them and then putting all the pieces of the puzzle together in a nice, easy to follow way. So for example, if you have $30, I know the dollar goes in front, but I'm just going to put it in the back like most units do. How many sandwiches can you get? And most of you can probably answer this question off the top of your head, but it's very important that we not only answer the question, we think about how we answer the question and how we can write out our answer to the question in an easy to follow way. Because when we get to the more complex problems, you won't be able to do it in your head as easily, but if you have a methodology to do it, the problem isn't any harder. And so if we think about, let's break down our problem. We have dollars, that's our given unit. And then we want sandwiches, that's our desired unit. Right, so we have our given unit as $30.00. And then we're going to multiply it. Since we want to cancel out dollars, I know that dollars has to go on the bottom. That way they'll cancel out. Dollars and dollars will cancel out. Now I just need to fill in the rest of the problem. And that comes from different conversion units that are either given in the problem or that you just know, right? Our centimeters to meters and that kind of thing. So right now we know we have $5 per sandwich, or one sandwich per $5. If we think back to what we wrote, we want dollars down here in the bottom, that's known as the denominator. We want this conversion unit right here. So what we want to write over here is $5.00 gets us one sandwich. And then we can just type that in our calculator. Note that if you have 30 times 1/5, that's the same thing as doing 30 divided by 5. So what you'd type in your calculator is just 30 divided by 5, and your answer would be 6, right? 6 sandwiches. I don't know if sandwiches has an ES or is it just S? I'm not really sure. And so you can see how the unit conversion works. You really don't have to think about it too much. You just think about your desired unit. If it's in the numerator, go ahead, put it in the denominator, and then put what you want over there. Or your given unit in the numerator, given unit in the denominator, desired in the numerator. And of course, you can do it the other way too, right? You have 8 sandwiches. How much money can you sell them for? Again, now this time, this is our given unit is sandwiches, and our desired unit is now dollars. Either way, we're going to want to put that 8 sandwiches right here. And then we know we're going to want sandwiches down here in the denominator. That way they cancel out, right? I haven't even thought about the problem yet at all. All I've done is written my value and then know that the next thing I'm going to do is cancel it out. And then I just look through the problem or think about what I know and try to place it, right? So here we have sandwiches down in the denominator. So we want to use that one. $5.00 for 1 sandwich. Go ahead, do the math there. Your sandwiches cancel out. And what you're left with is $40. Note that all of these are exact numbers. $5 is an exact number. The number of sandwiches is also exact number. So in this case, we didn't have to think about sig figs, but when we do measurements, we will have to think about sig figs.